Good afternoon. My partner is Ashby. Allow me to present you with a hypothetical. You have a child who is 16 and licensed to drive on the road. Do you have any apprehensions, any lingering doubt over allowing them to be alone on the road? Ask yourself, do you really have complete faith that this 16-year-old will drive responsibly and remain calm and focused despite distressing and dangerous situations? This is a very plausible situation. If you are a parent, then you will have or even are currently dealing with this horrifying realization that your teenager will be out on the road unchaperoned and are questioning if they are truly prepared to face the perils of the world of driving. Good afternoon. My partners Elizabeth Perez and Rebecca Clayton and I, General Morsbaugh, stand for the resolution that the federal government should raise the legal driving age to 18. To ensure that we are all on the same page for this debate, let's turn some key terms that we will hear and use in our route today. Definition 1. Legal driving age is the term we are using for being able to drive without an instructor in the car. Definition 2. An instructor is a licensed driver who sits in the front passenger seat and supervises the driver of the learner's permit. Definition 3. A learner's permit is a permit that allows someone to drive with an instructor before getting their provisional license. Definition 4. Provisional license or limited driver's license imposes restrictions on passengers' driving hours and who you can drive with. Now that we have covered our important terms, let's look at some major problems with the status quo. Problem 1. Teens are inexperienced. Quote, per mile driven, drivers ages 16 to 19 have crash rates approximately 4 times greater than those of drivers ages 20 and older. A leading contributor is driver inexperience, end quote. Source, Children's Hospital, Philadelphia Research Institute. Impact. With more driving experience comes the minimization of risks. Because of teens' limited experience, they have a larger probability of getting into crashes frequently. Underdeveloped decision-making skills. Quote, scientists have identified a specific region of the brain that is responsible for immediate reactions, including fear and aggressive behavior. This region develops early. However, the cortex, the area of the brain that controls reasoning and helps us think before we act, develops later. This part of the brain is still changing, maturing well into adulthood. End quote. Source, American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry. Impact. Teens do not have the proper decision-making skills to use their critical thinking, because driving causes one to make crucial decisions every few seconds. Teens can be more prone to crashes and injuries. So now that we can clearly see that there are major problems in our current system, let's see the solution in our plan. The plan. The affirmative team will be solving these problems by increasing the legal driving age to 18 years old. Mandate 1. States shall raise the legal driving age for a full unrestricted driver's license to 18 years old by January 1st, 2030, as a condition of receiving full federal highway funding. Any state that fails to comply with the mandate shall face a reduction of 10% of its federal highway funding allocation from the Highway Trust Fund. Mandate 2. 16-year-olds can drive with learner's permit and an instructor in the passenger seat. The agency, State Department of Public Safety, so states will be enforcing this. The funding, there will be no necessary funding, and the enforcement is the Highway Trust Fund. Now that we have heard our solution to the problems in the current situation, or current system, let's look at the benefits that will come about once our plan is implemented. Advantage 1. Drivers on the road will know how to react quickly and efficiently in situations. Experienced drivers have honed their skills over time, allowing them to process information and respond to the situation quickly and efficiently. In contrast, inexperienced drivers tend to have slower reaction times due to their limited driving experience. This slow reaction time can lead to delayed responses in emergency situations, including the likelihood of accidents. Source, Brainly.com. Impact. Teen drivers need more experience driving with an instructor to be allowed to drive themselves. Advantage 2. More mentally developed individuals on the road. Quote, the adult brain is better wired for cognitive control compared to the adolescent brain, which is more influenced by emotions, rewards, and social acceptance when it comes to making decisions. Source, brainfacts.org. Impact. Because adults have better decision-making skills, they won't be as prone to reckless driving or peer pressure-related crashes. Teens will be able to practice driving. However, their brains will have developed more by the time they get their full license. We've seen that teens do not get enough experience before being allowed to drive themselves, leading to more frequent crashes that their brains have not developed, well enough yet. Our plans to remedy these problems are to raise legal driving age to 18 and require 16 and 17-year-olds to drive with an instructor. We have shown that the following advantages will come from the passing of our plan. First, we'll have more experienced drivers on roads preventing crashes. I'm now ready for cross-examination. The judges ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Is the affirmative team ready? So I would like you to repeat your second part. Underdeveloped decision-making skills. So you said that the frontal cortex of the brain is not fully matured until farther into their adult life. How old would you say is when the frontal cortex is fully developed? I'm not sure, but it's into adulthood, so probably somewhere around 20, 24. For your first mandate, you said that you'll not enact it until January 1st, 2030. Why? So we have enough time for the drivers for change. For mandate 2, you said that drivers of age 16 can drive with instructors. Are these going to be licensed, trained instructors? Of course. So how will they be paid? Is this going to be volunteer hours? Instructors can be parents or other people. But you said it's going to be licensed instructors. Yes. But people who have driver's license. Not necessarily every parent is a good instructor. Good question. Yeah, like how do you ensure that the student driver has a good instructor? Well, they can find a different instructor. Interesting. For your first advantage, it said that they will know how to react at an older age. Can you repeat what your source was for that? What's your question again? For your first advantage, you said that once they're older and more mature, they'll know how to react better. Can you repeat your source for that? Brainly.com. Brainly.com. Is that a reliable source? Yes, I believe so. Do you know an author? I do not. I can check. Interesting. Can you repeat your second advantage, please? More mentally developed individuals on the road. Can you read the quote for that? Quote, the adult brain is better wired for cognitive control compared to the adolescent brain, which is more influenced by emotions, rewards, and social acceptance when it comes to decision making. Thank you. Can you please repeat who you're going to have enforce your plan? Highway Trust Fund, I believe it was. And you said there's no funding for this plan? No. That's all.